Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition of of a relatively new concept here on the Autistic SuperChannel. It's called the Power of the Prompt. Now, for those of you who may not know what the Power of the Prompt is all about, what WordPress does, WordPress is what the Autistic Super blog is on. It gives us daily prompts and wants us to be as eloquent as we can when it comes to what we want to say about the prompt that they give us. And this one, I feel a little bit tended to, tended to say because I don't get a chance to do this very often. But it's something I wanted to tackle. It's what books do you want to read? I don't know if that's going to be like within a certain time frame, but I sometimes, with my busy life, I don't get a chance to read as many books as I would like to. But there are some books that I've got laying around that I want to get into. Of course, the series from Matthew Kelly from Dynamic Catholic are part of it, but I also want to not only read the encyclicals that Pope Leo XIV is going to be coming out with, um, but I also want to get into one or two books I want to get into. Um, Game Show Facts. I mean, Game Show Facts by Adam Nedeff, and God Loves the Autistic Mind from Father Matthew Schneider, a priest of the Legionaries of Christ and a theology professor. Two reasons for this, because as you all know, I am a game show fan, and I'm also a Roman Catholic, and I'm also autistic too. So I feel like by by getting back into Father Matthew Schneider's book, um, which I want to be able to make sure I make a habit of getting into because it really is really good with really solid teachings that I felt as an autistic. I looked at Father Mike's works and I'm like, I see that. I can see that in me. I can see that working for me, and it can happen to any spectrum right too. I'll leave I'll leave the I'll leave the reason I'll leave where you can pick up the book in the show notes, as I will with Adam Niv's book, Game Show Facts, because for me it really seems very in depth. Like when it comes to game show history, and of course, as you all know, I'm a game show fan, so I want to make sure I am more read about those things more than anything else, because I want to make sure that I'm up to date on what I know, rather than going off on a tangent and thinking that what I know is the truth when it's not. Uh, if I want to be able to cite things, I want to be able to make sure I cite them well and as concise as humanly possible. I've also mentioned Pope Leo XIV's works that are going to be coming out, and that's something I'm going to be looking into more as the years goes on with Pope Leo's XIV's papacy, because I want to be able to make sure I get an idea of what it is to be a Catholic as an autistic Roman Catholic. Uh, some of the things I've been doing in the past, and it's kind of the reason why I mentioned Father Matthew Schneider, is that currently I'm going through Vatican II in a year, which is basically all the Vatican documents that have been given to us over a short period of time. And since it's the anniversary of Vatican II in a year, of Vatican II, I want to be able to join Father Matt in what he's doing when it comes to summarizing what Vatican II in a year is all about and how it could shape us in the future. And again, I'll share the link in the show notes. But other things I want to get into, I want to get into some more poetry. I mean, really, I want to be able to make sure I can learn as much as I can about poetry. No real reason, like no real books I want to check out. I'm very selective on what I on read. Honestly, because I don't want to read anything and that's going to be too political or too biased, and sometimes it feels like it's going to be a chore more than anything else to get through. But these books I'm looking at and poetry and all that stuff, for me they're not a chore. For me they're a fact of life. They're something that I really want to get my sink my teeth into. I want to be able to make sure that I know what I'm saying, and I want to be able to know my identity as a Roman Catholic. That's kind of the reason why I'm going through this. Um, again, it's just not me not being busy. It's just me finding time to read, and sometimes that can be a bit of a challenge. It's the reason why I've been talking about Vatican II in a year, but I've also been listening to in the past Catechism in a Year and Bible in a Year by Father Mike Schmitz. Those are two things I really got a lot out of, and it really made me hungry for more. And Vatican II in a Year is another good reason for it. So that's kind of where I'm going for when it comes to the power of the prompt. Again, for me, there's no set timeline for this. I want to be able to make sure I make time for it, but I also want to make sure I have enough of a way for me to read as much as I can without feeling like it's too much. I want to be able to do so in bite-sized pieces so that I'm not overwhelmed, which can happen. So that's going to do it for this Power of the Prompt, dear readers and viewers. If you like these videos, please check me out here on the Autistic Super Channel. And you can check me out on Facebook, X, Twitter, all that good stuff. You can check out all my videos on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. Until next time, dear readers and viewers and listeners, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, shine on.